When you want to wash your hands or take a shower, you just turn on the faucet and you have running water. Often we take our running water for granted. A child in a village in Malawi might use a tip tap or a bucket to wash her hands because they do not have running water. A child may also use a bucket to take a bath. In Malawi, very few people have running water in their homes. Most women and children walk many miles to a stream to get water, several times a day. It can be very dangerous as children can get hurt on the way or fall into the water and drown. In many places, the water they collect is unsafe to drink. Sometimes children can't go to school because they are busy getting water for their family. Children can get up very early in the morning to get water for their family before going to school. As a result, they are very tired and find it hard to concentrate in class. Often they will doze off during lessons. Then, after school, they must get more water for the family before going home. Often their homework is neglected due to the urgent needs of the family. Monica's village has an unprotected well, which is a hole dug in the swamp. Here are women from her family and her village drawing water from the well and pouring it into large buckets to carry home. The water is unsafe to drink. It should be boiled and filtered before using, but that is not always possible. Some villages have built up wells, so the water is cleaner because the well is covered. But they can also be dangerous because sometimes children fall into them and drown. Some villages are fortunate to have a borehole with a hand pump. That water is clean and safe. It takes a lot of money to dig a borehole or a well, so there are not too many of them. Even if the village has a borehole or a well, the women and children still have to line up to take turns using the pump. They must make several trips a day carrying very heavy buckets of water, usually on their heads. Sometimes the buckets filled with water weigh 80 pounds. There are so few boreholes and wells that many people must walk long distances to find water. As you can see, life in Malawi is really difficult. Anything we can do to help makes a big difference to the people in Malawi. What difference can you make to one village in Malawi? You can provide safe and accessible water for more than 50 families. You can help women to care for their families and tend their vegetable gardens instead of spending hours traveling to collect water. You can help protect children from the dangers of fetching and drinking unsafe water, allowing them to concentrate on school. What difference can you make to the most vulnerable in Malawi? You can make it possible for many girls to finish high school and then go on to college, changing their mindset from one of hopelessness to empowerment, changing not only their futures, but also that of their community. What difference can you make to Monica and her family, who have been working hard since 2016 to support girls in Kasungu, Malawi to finish high school? Currently, they support 21 girls ages 12 to 20 by paying for their school fees and supplies from the proceeds of their chicken farm. Accessible, safe, and clean water will help their chicken farm produce more chickens and provide the opportunity to start an organic fertilizer business that will allow more girls to get an education. Ultimately, their dream is to support the education of 500 girls with a little help from us. Thank you for your generous support in building a well and in changing the lives of so many in Kasungu, Malawi. Zikomo.